Hey guys, just want to come on here and tell you about something I've run across here a few times in the last few weeks. Is we're getting calls from elderly people that it's time to replace their roof for one reason or another. It's old, it's leaking, something's going on with it, and it's time to replace their roof. And inevitably, pretty much we're told something along the lines of, we're not entirely too worried about what's put on the roof. We're not going to be around for long. Just give us the cheapest, most economical thing you got. You know, we're not worried about the accessories. We're not worried about a warranty. We don't need a lifetime roof. So, I mean, I understand that. Yeah, sure. They don't, somebody 75, 80 years old, they don't need a roof that's going to last 50 years. But here's how this can set you up for failure if you don't do an actual roof system. When you do replace your roof in this situation is, who knows, you're going to be around for 2, 3, 5 more years in this house before you move on to somewhere else. But what about the weather that we're going to get between now and then? You say you don't care how long it lasts, but we still get the weather. So if you don't have the correct things, it could lead to some more issues. So think about, like, we have nor'easters that come up and then we get the wind-driven rains, but we didn't do some of the flashing along the walls because we wanted to cut back on costs. Now you have potential leaks that you got to deal with, the water damage and things that come from that. Or say something along the lines of, well, we're not worried about upgrading the ventilation. Well, guess what? Now you've got moisture problems inside your attic. You could have mold growing or some mildew or something growing, or it gets super hot in there. And then the other parts of this is that when the house is actually going to be sold, whether it's from you, your kids, or somebody trying to sell the house down the road, is inevitably the house is going to be inspected. And then what happens when the home inspector comes along and says, hey, this roof wasn't done to minimum code, therefore this buyer would like this, and this done, and then now you're dealing with it down then. So I'm just trying to look out for you and tell you how we can help avoid that down the road. Is sure, you don't need all the bells and whistles, you don't need the top of the line, but we do need to at least meet minimum code and get you through the bad weather between now and the time when you do leave the house. So have a nice day.